So I just wanted to say, because I was scrolling on Facebook, and it's a Facebook group I'm part of, and a scamming one. You know, I guess I added it to see what people are mainly getting scammed on, and just so, because at one point I was looking for a vendor to expand my lash business and possibly lip gloss. So I added it just to see, you know, to make sure that nobody was trying to finesse me or whatever. So most of the things that I see on there are AirPods, shoes, and Nike like sweatsuit outfits or whatever. I think I said this in an earlier video. You have to be careful with what you're purchasing, because that says a lot about you and your business. For one, AirPods aren't something that, they're expensive. So I'd rather pay $180 for expensive AirPods that I know are legit from the Apple store than buying them from somebody. Even I'm not saying if they've, you know, oh, I don't want to use them, or I switch to Android or Galaxy or whatever the case is. That's different. I'm saying I'd rather go the correct route. There's certain things you need to go the correct route for, and that's one of them. That's $180. It don't matter what it is. And I found out the other day, somebody told me, and I'm sure it's videos on it as well, that the legit Apple headphones don't connect to Bluetooth. I mean, like, don't connect to Android phones. Somebody told me this. I don't know how true it is. I gotta look it up, and I'll come back and let y'all know. But somebody told me that. So I'm like, what? And so they said they turned on their headphones. I mean, they turned on their Bluetooth, and somebody nearby had what we thought were Apple headphones, and it connected to it. So I'm gonna have to check on that. But it's still, you just have to go the right way about certain things. You can't juniorly expect, and then you're getting it off Facebook. It's not like, y'all have to do your research. Y'all have to ask questions. I've said this, and I say it plenty of times again. You have to ask questions. Do not be afraid to ask questions. The less questions you ask, the more likely you are to get scammed. In all honesty, it's the truth. Unfortunately, the less questions you ask, the more likely you are to get scammed. It's sad, but you know, and it's certain things, like, it'd be different if you want to buy the Nike vendor information because you're trying to open a store or something. Still not the right way, because I'm sure there is a legit way, a process to go through Nike and the distributors. If you're trying to open a store, you want to particularly sell Nike at your store, there's proper ways to do it. You just have to figure out the right ways. A lot of people, I feel like, are not researching. Research is very important when you opening a business, when you're researching a business, when you're spending your funds. A lot of people spend their personal funds. I spend my personal funds to help fund my business. That'll be my next video. But I use my personal funds to support my business at this present time. So you have to be cautious with that. Again, don't be afraid to, oh, can I try this out? I'd rather you spend $50, you try it out, you don't like it, then you done spent $250, $500, you don't like it, none of this stuff is real, it's shredding, it's ripping, it get lost, you just out of money. That makes sense. I'd rather spend $60, $50 on a sample just to make sure it works, just to make sure they're legit, just to make sure how the clothing is, so you're not selling no clothing and after they wash it one time it's shredding, the Nike is peeling, this. Don't be afraid. These vendors, these people, they want your money, so they're gonna try to do everything to make that, to get you to pay, to get your money. Just don't let them bamboozle you. Don't let them pull the wool over your eyes, please. It's enough money out here for all of us to make, but just be smart about it. Everybody, you got to be smart about it. So y'all have a good Monday. Today's Monday. Y'all have a good Monday. Be smart. Do your research. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Let me know how that works for y'all.